Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching SBR Picks. William Hill's in-play radio host and sports writer Lee Phelps joins us now to give us his big three playing on Saturday. Now this week his tips come from the Premier League, Bundesliga and La Liga, but which ones are they? Lee, thanks for being here today.
No problem.
Now, looking at your article posted on sportsbookreview.com, your first tip comes from the Premier League, and it's the biggest fixture of the weekend, which sees the two top teams battle it out. It's Chelsea versus Manchester City. Chelsea are the favourite, priced 2. Manchester City are priced 3.8. Run us through your tip here.
Yeah, massive game, of course, isn't it? I mean, the media are kind of saying it's a title decider. I don't think it is. I think even if Manchester City were to win this game, I still think that Chelsea would have to, drop a lot more points than Manchester City would during the season. And that's not how it's been in the first half of the season, as we know. The 5 points clear, so obviously City have dropped more than Chelsea. The other thing is that Chelsea don't lose at home generally. I know they lost to Sunderland, but that's the only time they've ever lost at home in the Premier League under Jose Mourinho. And they usually just get the job done against the big teams. As we record this, we don't quite know if Costa's going to play. We don't think he's going to. I think the smart money would be on him being banned for this game. Now, the decision is whether Mourinho brings in Drogba or brings in Loic Remy, or just plays a very solid midfield and plays one of those false number 9s, maybe plays someone just in the hole, maybe Hazard pushes forward or Oscar, and they look to just maybe nick a goal here and there. I can see it being tight, No Yaya Toure for Manchester City either, so they're not that strong, as strong as they could be in midfield. Sergio Aguero's coming back into form, so maybe if you're looking for a goal scorer, he might be worth looking at. Also trying to chase down Costa in the top scorer table as well. But I'm going to go for a draw. That'll suit Chelsea down to the ground. That'll open the lead up. The lead will still be as it is, and they can just carry on as they were and motor on to the title, in my opinion. If they win, then City are 8 points behind. So it's a long way back. And Pellegrini is just not the kind of manager for me who goes out from minute one and attacks a team. He's very measured. And I think we could see a very tactical game rather than an entertaining, attacking game. So I'm going to, I think it'll be tight. I can still see goals in the game. Don't get me wrong. But I just think it'll be a tight game from the start. So my main bet is over 2.5. I think they'll find a way in the second half. I think it'll be a very tight first half. Find a way in the second half of opening up, and then I could see it being a tight game with Chelsea just running out 2-1 winners in the end, like it was last season.
Now, next you mentioned a tip from the Bundesliga, and that's Bayer Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund. Bayer Leverkusen are priced 2.45 there to win. Borussia Dortmund are priced 3. Close odds. What's your tip here?
Yeah, I'm looking at over 2.5 goals and both teams to score in this one. Very similar stats, the high 60% for Leverkusen, both teams to score at home, and Dortmund, both teams to score away. I mean, Dortmund have had a shocking season, haven't they? The second bottom of the Bundesliga, unbelievably, conceded far too many goals away from home. That just, I think that just leads us into that. They've got a bit of good news in that they've got Marco Reus is back, and also got Kevin Campbell, who's signed for them in the winter break as well. So I think we might see a better Dortmund in the second half of the season. Well, I hope for their sake we do. Otherwise, they'll be playing in Bundesliga at 2 come next year. But both teams to score over 2.5. I think it'll be an entertaining match. Yeah,
I agree, and I like those combination bets as well. They're sort of add some more value. That comes in at 2.05 or 21 to 20. Now, your final tip comes from La Liga, and it's La Liga's Real match, Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Real Madrid are big favourites in this match, no surprise, 1.4 there. Real Sociedad are priced 8.5 to win. What's your final tip for Saturday's Big Three?
Yeah, well, finding value in a Real Madrid game is pretty difficult, especially at home, but I think I found some. Real Sociedad, under David Moyes, haven't conceded a first-half goal. I was quite surprised to learn that, home or away, and they've lost 4-0 away from home already since he's been in charge, but they're all in the second half as well. It fits with David Moyes. David Moyes is a very, very dogmatic manager. He will set his team up very strong. They've beaten Barcelona already, David Moyes, Real Sociedad. They've drawn with Atletico Madrid. Wow, I mean, if you went to Real Madrid and got a draw, he'd be like a hero. They won't do that. Real Madrid will win. What I'm going for is few goals in the first half, maybe none, but Real Madrid to get the job done. Real Sociedad will run out of steam, concentration will lapse. I think Real Madrid will score at least 2 in the second half. So this is a Real Madrid -1 handicap bet in the second half So second half, -1, Real Madrid, coming out at 2.6, 8-5. I like that bet.
Well, I give you credit, Lee. You get to choose these matches yourself, and you do often pick sort of the harder ones. I think, especially where you've got Real Madrid or a big favourite in the match. The value, the odds are generally very low, but you've done it again. Real Madrid -1, second half handicap 2.6 or 8-5. Lee, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.